live to fight another day. And both of these schools, both of these teams, you know, our moniker is something about fighting, and of course, strictest definition of the word, nobody wants to see that, but everybody saw what sports fighting is about tonight. First of all, I want to say I hope Zay Lucero is okay. Nobody wants to see that, and I know our players don't want to see that. We hope, and we'll say a prayer for him, we hope that it's not serious. That's the kind of game, I guess, that we all sort of expect in the finals. And you know, when you sort of look at the score line, you know, there's big points up there in the first quarter, you know, almost 40 points in the first quarter, and then every quarter it goes down and down and down until the fourth quarter. There's not even 20 points on the board in the fourth quarter. In games like these, the refereeing becomes such a huge factor. And I know the referees want to give us a good game. I know both teams, both coaching staffs, they want consistent refereeing. It's really tough on those guys. I sympathize with them, but you know, they're professionals. They have a job to do just as we do. I don't envy the pressure that they are under now. I think part of the reason is because the way the league has been refereed all year long. The players and the coaches and probably even the referees are still trying to figure out what is illegal contact and what is illegal contact. And you know, we're all striving to understand what the consistency of that should be. And it's a huge challenge. And this game 3 is going to get even more physical. It's going to get even tougher. And I don't think anybody wants to see Anj Kwame, Malik Diouf, Carl Tamayo, Kai Balungai, Josh Lazaro, I could go on, sitting on BJ Andrade, sitting on the bench in a Game 3 finals. You know, you don't want to see that, but at the same time, it can't be open warfare out on the court. You know, I sympathize. I don't envy the position they're in. It is really tough, and we'll just have to see how that plays out. But I know everybody will be, in both camps, will be talking about it. You know, we hope and pray that everybody can bring their best in Game 3. Back to the game, you know, nobody's going to brag about these shooting statistics. I don't think anybody's going to brag about the execution of the teams. But both teams, you know, we drained ourselves, both teams defensively. You know, anybody has a question about how much either team wants this thing, you know, they aren't watching very closely. I'm proud of our team for winning today. Quality of effort that UP puts into every game. Basketball's winning. I mean, it's a great thing for a sport we all love.
Coming into this game, we just wanted to be more physical than we were in Game 1. I feel like we wanted to be the aggressors this time, and we wanted to hit first. And I think it really showed throughout this game. And I feel like it's this type of mentality that we need to carry going into Game 3 that's going to give us this championship title.
It's not about me, it's about the whole team. So I really want to talk about the performance of the whole team. You know, Ben, CGO stepping up, Kampananga stepping up, even Phil Pipis. And you know, it really makes me feel in the right position to, you know, be able to be with them and see that they really want as much as I want to. So I think it's a team effort. It's not just about how we scoring down the goal.
First, BJ Andrade got into foul trouble, and I just wanted to assure him that we had his back, because I feel like our team was built on brotherhood, and when the previous championship teams visited us, it really showed that we wanted to beat them, and we wanted to continue that legacy of brotherhood for them.
I think it really started Monday night when the alumni came and they spoke to the team, and you know, it was really special, not only, you know, for the team but for myself especially. Just, you know, hearing, you know, their stories, the Nieto brothers, Navarro, you know, all those type of guys, and they were able to, you know, instill into me a lot of things that they witnessed, things that they experienced in their careers, and you know, I really took that to heart, and I wanted to, you know, like Sean said, show that type of brotherhood, something that we could live up to, you know, what they did in years past. And you know, Game 1, you know, it didn't go the way I wanted it, the way this team wanted it, but you know, coming in tonight, I just wanted to impact the game any way I could, whether that be on the glass, scoring, whatever it is. You know, I just wanted to help this team.
They organized it. That was a surprise to me when they came in. Of course, it was a very welcome surprise. You know, precious few chances to see all of them together. I mean, even Will Navarro there, and you know, the news is he has an ACL injury, so sad news for Will. But he was there as well. I think that the impact was extraordinary. Each one of them spoke. I said to the team the next day, I think, that these guys aren't speakers. you know. There were several captains there. Of course, Mike Nieto, it's hard to shut him up. But the rest of them, even the captains, and even on our coaching staff, G-Boy, Babylonia, former captain, you know, in my first season, they were all there. They all spoke. And, you know, the theme was consistent. It was, there is a legacy. The legacy was built on brotherhood. It was built on, you know, we few. For he today who will shed his blood for me. It's my brother. It was built on that legacy. And I don't think this current team has had the opportunity to embed that philosophy. It was personified in the exact people who built it.
Like Coach Tapp said, it was really warming. But not just that, because I also witnessed when they lost against LaSalle in the first year season, 75. I was there when they won the next championship in 80, and then I joined the team in 81. So I was part of the process at some point, you know, and I really see what they were about, you know, from them to come from the ground to, you know, become something. They built this team, and us as a newer, I mean, me right now I'm a senior, so I also look up to them because I was part of it, and I try to bring that also to the youngest, so they know what we really are.
I think that game 2 didn't look like game 1, and I don't expect game 3 to look like game 1 or game 2. I don't really know what it will look like, but we know that that's an outstanding basketball team, that's an outstanding coaching staff. They make tremendous adjustments, and we expect that there will be some adjustments. You know, it's back to the drawing board now, and it's trying to anticipate. They'll try to anticipate our adjustment, because we will make adjustments. Even though we won, it won't be the same, and they will, and we will try to anticipate that. And it's fun, you know, as a coach. It's fun. There's a lot of pressure. I said in the beginning, you see that UP crowd, man. Oof. Right? There's a lot of pressure. I'm glad I coach Ateneo. The way they do things over there, man, there's going to be some heat in that house. But when I said we have the DNA of underdogs, I wasn't joking. Debbie Tan came up to me after the game, and she didn't say anything. She just looked at me and shook her head, and I said, I just didn't see that we would be here. We have every reason in the world to fight, and we have every reason in the world to believe. In all honesty, even though that UP team looks almost exactly as the same as the UP team from last year, it's a different team. They do different things. I never liked the concept of defending champion. I believe you have to look at it as entirely different. And we do. We don't think that we are cursed by last season, and we don't think UP deserves to be champions this season because they were champions last season. They've got to earn it. They know that. We have to earn it. We know that. Let it be season 85, not 84B. This stands on its own. And I think it's going to be a wild game on Monday. Wish I could play. But might foul out pretty quick. Filipinos should be extremely proud of the spectacle that is created here. And I'm proud to be a part of it.